How should the world be luckier if this house, where passion and precision had been one time out of mind, became too ruinous to breathe the lidless eye that loves the sun, and the sweet laughing eagle thoughts that grow where wings have memory of wings, and all that comes of the best knit to the best. Although mean roof trees were the sturdier for the fall, how should their luck run high enough to reach the gifts that govern men? And after these, gradual time's last gift, a written speech, brought of high laughter, loveliness, and ease.
Shh.
Where?
Out there, I think.
Get quietly, quickly.
How many?
4.
But I only heard 3 shots.
Well, yes, one got away.
What? You let one?
Yes, just one. Look, Miranda, I've told you, I'm not going to kill everything that walks on 2 legs just because it's out there in the darkness somewhere. I can't. I refuse to.
You make me sick.
It's amazing, you know, and what they'll use to kill you.
What do you mean?
What's a lawnmower blade?
What?
A lawnmower blade from a lawnmower, you know. You don't know, do you? I guess I've told you about lawns, but not lawnmowers. I can remember when people used to mow their lawns. Cut the grass around their homes and buildings and parks. When I was living in the city, I used to love the parks. As a student in university, I'd walk in Queen's Park, behind the legislature. The government buildings. On a warm spring afternoon, the sun would find its way in patches through the trees, and I'd lie in the fresh mown grass, reading Marvell. It's gone now. Well, I guess the trees are still there. And the overgrown grass. And the legislature building, more or less. But the government's gone. Not just the men in it. But the idea itself. Thanks.
What are you thinking about? John?
I was thinking about the city again. When I was young, my grandmother and I would take the streetcar downtown to shop in Simpson's. I can remember all the store windows whizzing endlessly by on Queen Street. All the people looking in the windows.
At least you've got your memories. I've got nothing now.
I don't know. Maybe the memories make it worse.
I wish it could be like this all the time. Why do we have to have winter anyway?
Don't be stupid, girl. We've got to have winter. Here, Courage. Here, boy. Fetch. Get it. Go on.
Why?
Why what?
Why do we have winter anyway? Just show me where it's written that we have to have it.
It's not written anywhere. We've just got to have it, that's all. Always had it, always will. I rather like it.
Well, I despise it.
Whoa.
I still really hate it. You told me they never have winter in Egypt, so why do we?
It's Egypt, not Egypt. And this is Canada. At least it was. Okay. Come on, Coolidge. Here, boy. Here, go. Are you pouting because I thought you were talking nonsense?
Don't pout. I was just thinking.
Thinking? Good Lord, Miranda, you astonish me thinking. Why, next thing you know, you'll be trying to pass yourself off as a human.
Now it's you who is being stupid. Just because I can't remember anything before 1986. Can you imagine I can't think or feel? Just because some idiot somewhere once called people like me mutants and everybody else human. You think I'm not human? Because you taught me all your words. Do you really think I can't have my own thoughts? Make up my own sentences? God, how you can be thoughtless.
Miranda, look. I didn't mean it, any of it. You know that. Hey. It was just my turn to tease, that's all.
I suppose because I'm female, you think I can't fight.
Now you sound like my mother.
Yeah, we both know what happened to her.
Actually, I don't. Where's Coleridge?
I don't know. He's round, isn't he?
I haven't seen him since I threw that stick over there for him. Coleridge!
Here, Coleridge! Here, boys! Coleridge!
Coleridge!
Here, boys!
Don't remind me. I'm off in the bush killing faceless vandals, and he's sound asleep at the fire. I swear that dog would sleep through the apocalypse.
I thought you said we already had that.
Maybe, but I'm not really sure.
It's about time you got here. I've been waiting for hours.
Who are you? What are you doing here? What do you want?
Since I got dinner ready, perhaps you could show me where you keep the salt. I just want to check something. You want to come over here? You stay there. Face the wall. Put your hands up against the wall. How domestic. Okay, trade places.
Oh, you filthy dog! You even think about it. Back. Back!
Okay. Dinner is waiting. I assume you do have salt. Where is it?
In the ground over there with the rest of our food.
It's a nice collection you got there. Handy things, bottles. Except they're too damn hard to carry. Well, now that we're all unarmed, we can eat. I'm not much of a cook, but this should stick to the ribs. I shot it this afternoon. You haven't got any plates, have you? Thanks. Salt?
No thanks. Neither of us like it anymore.
You two always this quiet?
We're not used to guests. Also, we just lost our dog this morning.
What sort of dog was it?
No, just a mutt. Black.
Oh, Pat.
Yes, he's never been. He's never been gone this long before.
Well, maybe he'll turn up sometime. Perhaps I should have saved those. You might want to make soup.
No. I don't think so.
How long have you two been staying here?
Oh, about 3 months. We had been leaving east of here before that, but too many vandals started to find us.
There are vandals everywhere. I seem to be killing them more and more every day.
You've poisoned me, haven't you? Bastards.
It wasn't salt, was it? Bastards.
Pot calling the kettle.
What?
Oh, nothing. He hasn't taken much of the loop line. Get some rope.
Are you crazy? Stop fooling around and shoot him, okay?
No!
Look, he's a villain. Look at his clothes, his weapons. He just takes what he wants. He's just a vandal with a gun, that's all. Kill him, now.
No, I won't. I just won't.
Fool, here, give me the gun, I'll do it.
No, you won't kill him either. Get some rope. Get some rope.
Morning.
Morning. How do you feel?
Quite well, thank you, for someone who was poisoned the previous night.
I didn't poison you. It was lupinine. I wouldn't have let you take too much.
Please accept my humble apologies and profound thanks.
There's no need for sarcasm.
Comes from living alone.
You know, I can't figure it out. Why you didn't kill me.
I mean, all you had to do was pull a trigger, easy.
I know I frightened you. I know you also figured it out about your dog.
Sorry, that was an accident. I mean, it was an accident that was your dog.
I don't run across many pets, you know.
So what are you going to do with me now?
No idea.
I've still got guns hidden out there. And if you let me go, I'll still know this place.
You could move.
No. No, I won't move again. I won't kill you either.
What then?
I'll let you go.
Let me go. Just like that.
Just like that.
Well, mister, you pays your money, you takes your chances.
Maybe. But I won't kill you. All right, look, just take what you want and leave, okay? There's your gun, too.
Okay. Look, you mind if I shave first?
What?
You mind if I shave first? I always shave every morning. Why do you think I look like this? I wash my clothes, too, twice a week.
Christ, why bother?
Discipline. It keeps one's perspective. It's the only thing that separates us from the vandals.
Why even bother with weeks? Then you've got to keep track of the days. I mean, I know it's 1996. I spent 10 winters up here, but what days? One's just the same as the next.
Of course it is, but discipline.
Hey, you know, I haven't seen one of those for years.
What's that?
A mirror. Where'd you get it?
I've always had it. I've always carried it and a straight razor wherever, even before the fall.
You carried a straight razor and a mirror with you before the fall?
That's right.
Why?
Discipline.
Crap. What? This discipline thing of yours is a piece of crap. Just a pointless piece of crap to live for.
Maybe. But at least it keeps me alive.
I suppose so. But it didn't do you much good last night. What did you do before the fall?
I was a cadet at the Royal Military College in Kingston. Thought I had the most secure future in the world. Christ. Could have thought there wouldn't be any armies anywhere when I graduated. I've done all right for myself, though. I never go hungry. And I never minded sleeping in the bush.
A bit lonely, though.
Jesus, no. What do I need anyone for? What's the mutant's name?
Miranda.
How long you had her?
Well, we've been together about 5 years now.
I'm more bothered than they're worth, if you ask me.
What, mutants or women?
Both, especially women. A lot of trouble just for a little cooking and cleaning and a bit of softness in the night.
Don't move a muscle. But this bit of softness in the night will blow half your head away. Just set the razor down and turn around. Slowly. Empty your pockets and pitch whatever you've got over here. What in God's name is he doing loose? Have you gone mad?
Miranda, put the gun down.
No. He's nothing but a vandal.
With several guns hidden out there.
I told you, we kill him now. Get out of my way, you idiot!
For years now, Ralph and the boys have been getting together for a little fun around the campfire.
What?
Nothing. Just wanted a beer right now, that's all. In fact, I could kill for one just now.
A couple of years ago, I had to do just that. I ran into a group of about 10 or 12 living just outside Orangeville. At first, I thought they were just a bunch of vandals looting some village. It turned out they were living there. There was one guy who had a gun. It was an old one. Whatever he said went. There was enough of them that they more or less were safe, and the one gun meant they all more or less got along. Under this guy, they'd even figured out how to make beer of sorts. It was flat as hell, but it sure brought back memories. I saw them before any of them saw me. It's always like that. I figured they might have something I could use, so I just walked in, keeping my back to the trees. I could have bumped off 30 right there. I had a machine gun. I still got it out there. I'm low on ammunition for it, though. That's why I like these. Trouble with guns, though. You need ammunition. Here's a handy little thing, though.
About the beer?
Oh, yeah. There isn't much to tell. I just looked around, and the only thing I wanted was some of this beer they had made. I could see that one guy, the guy with the gun, just inching around trying to get a bead on me. So I called him up front. You know what he did? He offered me one of the women if I'd leave the beer alone. She wasn't bad either. But I figured women were death then, so I took the beer. You know, I think there's a lot more game around than there used to be. But not as many rabbits this year.
Maybe myxomatosis is back again.
Probably. I know I've been feeling a bit seedy lately.
Me too, but except in my case, I think it's your sense of humor.
John,
Yes.
do you ever think about the fall?
Only about 40 or 50 times a day.
Miranda?
How can I? Thanks to the Pickering nuclear power development, my memory is delightfully clear.
Hasn't John told you about it?
A bit. I know that on the afternoon of Friday, October 30th, 1986, banks all around the world closed as usual. What economic catastrophe happened that weekend? John said it started with the bankruptcy of Mexico and somehow gathered momentum. Doesn't matter a thing to me anyway. The whole idea of banks and countries and economies and presidents and armies and navies and police and shops and motor cars and theaters and sidewalks. Something completely alien to me. My only conception of those things is through his mouth. They're all as a dream to me. Where the hell is Coleridge, anyway? I know the banks, because of whatever happened that weekend, never opened Monday morning. I know 2 days later, no paper money in the world was worth anything. And then a week later, every city and town on Earth had been sacked by vandals. And then a month later, there was no police, no army, no government. No nothing anywhere. Except for masses of people hoarding and pillaging and killing. And running and hiding. I know all of this, and yet I know none of it. For all I know, it's his invention. The only thing I know for sure is now. That we're here, that we eat, we fish, we hunt, and we fight off vandals and sleep. And he sits by the fire, mooning over that book of his, wishing it would all come back. So that we could do it all over again.
I'm going down to the stream. Are you coming?
No. In just a few minutes, I want to look for some grubs. Bait for fishing. She's not usually this touchy, you know?
Tell me about it. They're all like that.
Still,
How close was she to Pickering when it melted down?
oh, about 15, 20 kilometers. You should have seen her skin when I first found her. It was all sort of purple. Well, except for her memory. She's fine, though, now. She had been living right in Pickering during the fall, but her family sent her east with friends towards Oshawa. That same day, the plant had been overrun and melted down within hours. I didn't know her then, of course, but I remember the pictures on television. There were still one or two stations transmitting then. It was horrible. The whole town. Buildings deserted. There were people lying dead in the streets. For her, none of that exists, but me, I won't forget. They say there are quite a few like her, but she's the only one I've ever met.
In the cities. It's crawling with mutants. They seem to need less food than we do.
Do you go into Toronto now?
Once or twice a year. I usually need something, so I go in and kill somebody for it. I don't like it, though. Everyone dirty, living in corners of rooms here and there, killing and eating each other. No, it's too damned easy to get killed yourself.
I left 2 weeks after the weekend. Brought almost everything I have with me now in my car. I ran out of gas near Milton, bottom of that bloody hill. Jesus, I curse. I left half my junk behind. And my brand new 1986 Honda Civic. Still carry the key with me. God knows why. And I came back for the stuff about a month later, and then the whole lot was vanished. Gone. Probably the bloody finance company.
What do you want?
Here's Miranda coming back already.
Oh, I guess the water was colder than she thought.
I'm not so sure. She seems to be running and looking back at something.
Miranda, what is it? What is it? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Nothing really, just a man.
Oh, where?
By the stream. Watching me. He didn't do anything really. He was just sort of watching me.
What is it?
Nothing. I saw a man, that's all.
He was watching her in the stream.
I don't blame him. We can go after him if you want.
No. No, let him be.
Oh, why not? He could be dangerous. Well, for Christ's sake, you're usually the bloodthirsty one.
No. He's not dangerous. Forget it.
How do you know? Was he a vandal?
I don't know. I couldn't see him clearly.
Well, then how do you know he wasn't dangerous?
I don't. Just let him alone, okay?
Well, that wasn't bad. Perhaps there are one or two things a woman is good for.
Simon, are you sure you wouldn't like just a bit of salt with that?
Be quiet, the pair of you, and let a man digest.
Oh, listen to this. Be quiet, woman, and let a man digest. What do you want me to do, perform osmosis or something?
You know, I'm beginning to think I taught her one or two words too many.
A serious tactical error, if you ask me.
Well, who asked you, anyway? Well, I think I'm going to go upstairs and vacuum the carpets.
That's not tobacco.
No, it's bearberry. It grows wild.
Huh.
The girl is right, you know. Why are you always mooning over that thing?
I'm not mooning over it. I just enjoy reading it. When I left my car, it had dozens of books in it. This, by chance, was the only one I brought with me.
What is it?
Yeats. W.B., Irish poet.
And the sweet laughing eagle thoughts that grow where wings have memory of wings. Some soldiers are taught to read, you know. I've told you my story, what there is to hear. What's yours?
Well, okay. I was a high school teacher. History.
Had you been doing it long?
No, not long. It was my first job when the fall came. I didn't mind it at first, you know. The fall, I mean. Oh, yes, I thought it was quite exciting. History unfolding before my very eyes. History repeating itself, that sort of thing. But when you're driven from your home, and you can't return, the novelty wears off. It's horrible, beyond words.
Any idea what happened to your family?
Oh, didn't have much of a family, really. My father died when I was 3. My mother brought me up. Moved out when I went to university. When the fall came, I went back to her apartment several times, but she was never there. With all the confusion of those days, God knows what happened to her.
What happened to your father?
I never knew, really. He'd been a research biologist at the Kenning Institute in Toronto. Contracted some sort of chronic disease that came over him bit by bit. Apparently he'd had it from about the time I was born. The whole thing about my father's work was rather mysterious. They'd been involved in some rather bizarre work involving the duplication of multiple cellular structures by cloning. Apparently they'd worked themselves up to the point where they could duplicate one lizard, of all things, from another by cloning. They never got the clone quite right, but apparently it was damn good. Anyway, rumors started flying that they were ready to start experimenting on human beings. Seems the Institute lost its government funding and had to close in a year or two. But by then my father had left because of his illness. The whole thing was hushed up, but it was rather notorious in medical circles.
You seem to regard the whole thing as a bit of a joke. Don't you find it rather frightening?
Well, I mean, how can you take it serious, really? I never liked the idea of science much, in spite of my father. They got things wrong so often, missed the point completely half the time, so I'd pay them no attention. I mean, duplicate a lizard by cloning now, and the next thing you know, there's another me walking around? Anyway, serious or not, that's one thing we don't have to worry about anymore. Any idea how many there are?
Maybe a dozen.
The most I've ever had here is 5.
Well, there's at least a dozen. Could be double that.
Any ideas?
Yeah. Look. I'll draw them off. When they follow me, you come after them and meet me at that place we talked about yesterday. Miranda, I'm sure you know how to use this.
I'll manage.
Okay. Let's do it.
Pass me another one.
Where the hell did those come from?
I killed some guy in Toronto for them last year. Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah. Strange how the situation can change your ideas on beauty.
Jesus, there was a bunch of them, eh?
The rotten thing is now we'll have to move. They usually come in groups of 1 or 2. I had 4 here the other night, but this...
Any idea where you go?
Not really. Northwest, probably. Further from the city. That's where they're probably coming from. You know what the worst part of this is, though? There's 1 or 2 poor wretches out there with their limbs half blown away. And I don't even care. I can still hear them screaming. And I don't even care.
They're only vandals.
But they're still men.
You think too much. Come on. I left my revolver with Miranda, but we better get back there just in case.
John, you gave me a start. I didn't... John? It is you. It's been you all along, hasn't it? Following me. I knew someone was there. I could feel it. Watching me down by the stream. Whoever you are, leave me alone. Go. Now. I said go. Leave me alone. I'll stop you with this. I'll kill you. John? John?
Miranda, what is it? What's happened? Simon, would you please go where she's pointing that thing? Miranda, look. Miranda, look, it's all right. Stop it. Hey, stop it. Now tell me, what happened?
A man. The same one as yesterday. The same one that was watching me down by the stream. He was here again, just now.
I'll kill him.
No,
I'll kill him.
No, you don't understand. He looks exactly like you. It's frightening. It just doesn't make any sense. He looks exactly like you. As if he were you. Only he's not.
Well, he's gone now.
There's nothing out there as far as I can see.
Never mind. We'll sort it out later.
You know what it is, don't you?
I know what you think it is. You think it's a clone of me.
That's right. It's obvious, isn't it?
No, it's not obvious.
Why not? I mean, do you think Miranda's crazy, that she's lying?
Well, there is a full moon. No. No, I don't think she's crazy. Or lying.
What then?
I don't know. It doesn't bear considering. All right, look. Supposing my father was involved in some human cloning experiments. And just suppose he did successfully create a clone of me. And say, just for the sake of argument, that this clone was somehow raised in secrecy and then presumably managed to survive the fall. Don't you think it's just a bit incredible that here I am, miles from nowhere, and my clone just happens to turn up the very day after we were first talking about the possibility of such a thing existing? I mean, that's ridiculous. And above all, it's too much of a coincidence.
Then it's not a coincidence.
What is it then, a conspiracy?
Now who's being sarcastic? Besides, for conspiracy, you need civilization.
Please, spare me your pathetic attempts at philosophic statement. You sound like Troilus up in heaven, laughing down at us.
Listen, boy. Don't pull any of your nasty intellectual superiority on me. I got all the superiority I need right here in this rifle.
Oh, what, am I supposed to apologize to you for being an intellectual? Not bloody likely.
Don't push your luck. True, it's the only reason why you're still alive. Without it, you'd have been wasted years ago. I don't need luck. I've got this. And like you, I'm willing to use it without a lot of pathetic attempts at philosophic regret.
And what has it got you? A life? Maybe. If you consider eating, sleeping, and killing living. Well, I don't. What did you mean it's not a coincidence?
Eh?
About this clone business turning up right now of all times.
Oh. Well, look at it this way. Just suppose your father had actually done it. Just suppose from you he had actually created another human being. Just like you. Exactly like you. And maybe he had it adopted by someone he knew so he could keep an eye on it.
Yes, but he died in a couple of years.
Right. But this thing was exactly like you, except it wasn't you. I mean, whatever did we know about creating humans anyway? Maybe this thing knew it wasn't whole, that it wasn't who it was supposed to be. That it was supposed to be you. Remember, it walks, it talks, it breathes, and thinks exactly like you do. Except it's not. Suppose it knew all this from the time it felt its first beat of life in your father's laboratory. That when it became older, it still wanted what it knew it always wanted.
What do you mean?
It wants to live your life. It wants to trade places with you. It's probably been shadowing you for years. Watching you from a distance. Watching you live the life that it figures should have been his. Probably creeping closer at night. Maybe touching your things when you were gone. Looking at Miranda.
Like looking in a shop window.
Hey?
We Irish, born into that ancient sect, but thrown upon this filthy modern tide, and by its formless spawning fury wrecked, climb to our proper dark, that we may trace the lineaments of a plummet-measured face.
You know, I've often thought of pitching that thing in the fire. I'm glad I didn't, though. Do you really think you're in danger from this duplicate of you? This clone? Do you think it wants to kill you so that it can become you?
I don't know. It's all just some supposition that Simon's made, but still, it makes sense.
How's that?
Well, if I weren't me, and I met me,
Yes?
and I saw what me has, well, I just might want to kill me.
Now, what is it that's so great that you has? Have.
You.
And your book. Don't forget your book.
Oh, what book? He loves you too. Simon, I mean.
Simon?
He loves you, right? I should hate him for it. But I can't. Not really.
Look at when you do it.
You do, eh?
Yeah.
Like when I do it tight or firm? Oh, good. I would prefer to take this off, too.
Well, you know what I'll have to do then, don't you?
Oh, no, you don't. You are not public property. I mean, insofar as you are property, I mean, not that you're property, really, just, sort of,
I know what you mean. Sort of. Oh, I'm too much in love with you to be angry with you. At the moment. Anyway, I wasn't suggesting what you were thinking. What I thought was, we'll just have to get him a woman. I mean, we'll just have to find a woman who'll have him.
just like that. Well, maybe my father should have, made a clone of you.
People living here and there, singly and in little groups. Maybe we could find him a woman.
Oh, I've seen groups of about 5 or 6, usually led by a fellow with a gun. Otherwise, they start stealing from each other and all hell breaks loose, but they're usually men. Vandals usually just find the women, keep them a while, and then kill them.
Well, at least we can have a look around. We could start today.
Okay, we'll look around, but at least let's wait till he comes back. He might have something to say about this.
Vandals! Armed ones coming up from the valley.
Well, how many?
8 or 10.
Well, are you sure they're armed?
I'm sure they're armed.
Damn, I knew this would happen. I told you so this morning, didn't I? I said so.
Oh, shut up, you smug bastard.
Shut up, both of you. They're on their way here now. Probably heard about it from that bunch I diced yesterday. We better head for higher ground, someplace where they're not expecting us. Let's go. Good a spot as any. This hill is a good climb on the best of days.
What have you got?
Well, I got 2 of our buddies from yesterday.
That's all?
That's all.
Too bad they were damn good.
Yeah. Well, I've got this. This is the one I told you about yesterday.
Bloody hell, have you got bullets for it?
Well, a couple of clips. Not as many as I'd like, though. You got the Enfield, and you can give Miranda the revolver.
Thanks. How long do you think we'll have to wait?
Oh, I don't think too long.
Listen, I think I hear them.
Okay. Cover me. Damn, I'm gonna have to get over there so they can't cut us off. Take care, both of you.
Stay back! I mean it. Stay back!
Why, I won't hurt you. I'd rather kill myself than hurt you.
It's almost morning. Simon?
Huh? What?
I said it's almost morning. Why do you keep staring at it?
I can't help it. It's like those pictures I used to see on the television news. Some of them horrified me, but couldn't look away.
There, the mountain and the sky, on all the tragic scene they stare. One asks for mournful melodies, accomplished fingers begin to play. Their eyes mid many wrinkles, their eyes, ancient glittering eyes, are gay. Good morning.
Morning.
How do you feel?
Not bad considering. Shoulder's a bit stiff, though. Not quite ready for a set of tennis.
Tennis?
No, never start that again.
How about if I start this again?
Good Lord, what are you doing with that?
Oh, just a bit of reading. Simon needed some cheering up.
Looks like it'll take more than a bit of Yeats to cheer him up.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure. Especially if she reads it.
Oh, well, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. See, we've cooked up this little scheme. Miranda's cooked it up, actually. She thinks you need a woman. And I agree with her. It'll take some of the rough edges off. Now, don't dismiss this out of hand. As soon as I'm on the mend, we can start looking for a woman for you. I think it'll do you a world of good. As long as you know how to treat them firmly.
I beg your pardon?
You have to treat them firmly, with a firm hand. It keeps them in line. Oh, watch the shoulder. Woman had a bullet in there, you know? You be careful to be hell to pay around here.
I thought it was the other shoulder anyway.
Well, listen, it's my shoulders now to decide which ones are wounded or not wounded. That's my body, and I'm the one in charge of it.
Well,
That's
I don't want to get into this. No, I don't want to do any part of this.
That's exactly right. I like to listen to her argue either. Get a book out of my face. I got a bullet in my arm here.
That's all we're going to hear for the next 3 weeks.
I carried them.